What's up, everybody? This is a 5 to 10 minute Kinstretch class to get you moving in the morning or to microdose movement during a lunch period or even at the end of your day, just to make sure that you microdose movement throughout your day on an active recovery day. All right, so to get started here, we're gonna go into half kneeling neck cars. All right, so for neck cars, we'll make 2 fists here, bring our chin down to our chest, scrape our right collarbone, take your chin, take it on top of the right shoulder. The back of your head will drop back. Make sure that your ribs stay down as you rotate around, and then take your chin on top of your left shoulder. Begin to scrape your left collarbone, and then relax for a minute. You'll go the other direction, and we're just gonna do this 1 time each way, all right? Make 2 fists. Make sure if we were coming over to you, we were not able to move your arms off to the side. So, chin down, scrape your left collarbone, go on top, take your chin on top of your left shoulder, make your left ear heavy as you rotate around, ribs stay down as you transfer on over to your right shoulder, scrape your right collarbone, and relax. All right, so now we'll move on to scapular cars, and we'll go do this in single leg. So stand here. If you're unable to stand in single leg, you can just do a tripod setup as shown here. All right, so you'll stand on one leg, arms not straight in front, off to the side a little bit, and then what you'll do is have your arms straight and keep your arms straight as you go through this scapular cars movement. So we'll retract back. Hold that line as you retract back, and then pull up through your scapula, all right? Up and forward, forward, down, down, back, back, up. Notice how I'm using my arms, or my shoulders, scapula, to move through that movement, go through that movement, right? And my arms stay straight. I'm gonna show you this to the side. All right, we'll go switch to the other leg. Arms off to the side, retract back, back and up, forward, forward, down, down, back. All right, so we'll do this 1 more time each direction. And each leg. So let's go ahead and do the left leg here. Right leg up. Make sure you maintain that flexion through that up leg. So we'll retract back, back and down, down, forward, forward, up, back, back, down. And we'll switch on over to the other leg. Left leg up. Arms at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and we'll switch it up here now. So press forward first, forward and down and back, back and up and forward, forward, down, and relax. Now the next thing that we have is hip hinge shoulder cars, right? And we'll go with the shoulder cars doing 2 arms at a time. So this is a hip hinge position. Press your knees out as you're holding that. And as far as shoulder cars go, we'll do this 3 times, all right? So you maintain or get into that hip hinge position here. Palms are out, you're trying to externally rotate your shoulder, or trying to turn, I like to say in class a lot, a doorknob, and you're trying to rotate it out. So your palm is out here like you're asking for money, all right? So palms are out, feet are grounded into the floor. You'll go ahead and cross over as best you can. You're trying to take your 2 fingers here, middle fingers, let's say, and you're trying to go across your body as best you can, right? And then try to touch your shoulders as you cross, arms straight as possible. And then you'll come on over and get into shoulder flexion. You're pressing back toward this wall. In my case, you're trying to press back behind as far as you can without having your ribs come up. So arms are straight, you're pressing back as far as you can. Go ahead and grab that doorknob, make a fist, squeeze it as best you can. Now turn the heavy doorknob so your thumbs are down, like you're pointing down, like boo, you're at the stadium and you're booing your favorite team. All right, now you're coming back around and you'll go into full extension, and then you'll end up full internal rotation where your palms are facing away from your knees. Hold that line as you extend back. Make a fist. Grab onto those fists as best you can. Palm up. Get to that full flexion position. Palms open, right? Hands open. Coming across, and you're done with that first set. So we're gonna do that 2 more times, making it 3 times for the shoulder cars. And I'm gonna show you in a different position here. Hold that hip hinge, coming across, reaching up into flexion. Grab that doorknob, make a fist, squeeze the fist, turn the heavy doorknob, reach back behind you, and your palms are facing away from your knee. Unclench that fist, extend back, grab the doorknobs, squeeze them and rotate. Make sure you're maintaining that hip extension here, that hinge. Coming overhead, palms up, coming across, and you're done with that. We'll do that 1 more time. Maintain that hip hinge position, come across, reach overhead, arms are as straight as possible. Make 2 fists, squeeze them, rotate around, palms are facing away from your knees, extend back, turn the heavy doorknobs, get overhead, come across, and you're done with the first section of this 5 to 10 minute Kinstretch class. So the next thing that we're gonna do here is half kneeling back cars, and we're gonna do this 1 time each direction. So, half kneeling here. Give yourself your best hug that you can. You're gonna take and make sure that everything below your belly button, or really even your rib cage, doesn't move, right? Everything is pressing into the floor. So you'll bring your rib cage down, or you'll flex down, pressing your elbows towards your belly button. You'll rotate, making sure that that front knee doesn't move. Side bend as best you can. Then you'll work on extension, trying to look up at the ceiling. Side bend towards the left, making your left shoulder heavy. Rotate towards the left. Make your elbows squeeze towards your rib cage in front of you. Rotate back to the middle, and then we'll go the other direction. Your front foot is planted into the floor. Give yourself your best hug. Let's go ahead and switch arms that we're on top. All right, we'll press down with our elbows, upper back as well. Rotate towards the left, side bend towards the left, making sure that that right foot is heavy. Work through extension, and then you'll transfer on over to left side bend. Rotate towards the right, rotate down, and that is half kneeling back cars. All right, so the next thing that we have is tall kneeling elbow and wrist cars. So you'll try to supinate your palms as best you can, or elbows. All right, you're in this tall kneeling position, and you're gonna press down as if you're holding 100-pound dumbbells, which is really heavy, right? You're gonna slowly lower them down. Turn your elbows only. You're gonna have to pick those 100-pound dumbbells up, which is gonna be a big task, but you're gonna really exert energy as if you are picking those up. Turn the heavy doorknob, slowly put those 100-pound dumbbells down, rotate, slowly picking that up. 1 more time, rotate only through your elbows, slowly press down, rotate, slowly pick up, and relax. So now we'll move on to wrist cars. We'll go with the left forearm on top of the left knee. Your palm is open out in front and your fingers are straight. But go ahead and extend through that wrist, making sure that your forearm doesn't move throughout this movement, right, of wrist cars. Go ahead and rotate towards your pinky here. You're gonna scoop around and show your nails, in my case, towards the camera, but your fingers are straight through this and the whole time of wrist cars. So go ahead and rotate towards your thumb. It might not be as much as rotating towards your pinky, and that's okay. Go ahead and rotate down, fingers straight, and then we'll relax and switch sides. So forearm doesn't move again. Extension, rotate towards your pinky, scoop around, fingers are straight as you get to flexion here. Rotate towards your thumb, and you'll scoop down and back into extension. We have that one more time each side. Making sure that your forearm doesn't move. You'll extend first. We're gonna rotate towards our thumb first. Then we'll scoop around, maintaining and trying to press towards our thumb as we transfer up to flexion. Now you're gonna rotate towards your pinky. As you're rotating towards your pinky, you're exerting effort. You're gonna slowly scoop down, making sure that this forearm doesn't move. Switch sides. We'll start in extension here. Rotate towards your thumb. Scoop around. Flex as best as you can. Fingers are straight, your palm is straight. Rotate towards your pinky. Scoop around. And you're done with wrist cars. The next thing that we have is quadruped on elbow hip cars. So for hip cars, you're on your elbows here. You're taking your right heel towards your butt and you're squeezing it, right? So as you're here, you're making sure that your lower back, doesn't move as you go through the hip car. So flex your spine, take your right heel towards your butt, come up into extension as best you can. You're pressing your heel up towards the ceiling. You're gonna rotate and show your knee outside of your left knee or away from your left knee. You're gonna come around, maintain that, hold that end range here for a second. Make sure that your heel is squeezing towards your butt. As you press towards your left knee, away from your left knee, rotating around, heel towards ceiling, pressing up, pressing up, pressing up, and slowly lower yourself down. And we'll switch sides. Heel towards butt. Go ahead and come up into extension. Make sure that spine doesn't extend with the hip. Rotate out to the side. Make sure that your hip doesn't, or your back doesn't tilt to accommodate that rotation. Bring your knee outside of your left elbow. Press towards your right knee. Go back to that outside of left elbow again. Rotate around into hip extension. Press as best you can. Give your best effort, pressing up towards the ceiling. Slowly come down. All right, now we have that hip cars one more time. So, spine flex, come up into extension, rotate out to the side, rotate outside of that right elbow, press towards left elbow, press away or towards left knee, press away from left knee, coming around into extension, hold that extension, 3, 2, 1, slowly lower down, and we're gonna switch legs. Heel towards butt, press up into extension, rotate out, showing that knee outside of the left elbow. Now you're gonna bring it up towards the outside of the left elbow, press towards the right knee, away from the right knee, coming around into extension, hold, 3, 2, 1, slowly bring yourself down. And the last thing that we have is seated ankle cars. So you're gonna take a seat in this position here. You're gonna slide your left ankle forward. All right, right until you feel a little tension on the front side, right? Or your foot starts to come off and you need to back that off. All right, so you're gonna take your hands, put it on your shin, make sure that your shin doesn't move as you go through your ankle cars. So now the first thing we're gonna do with the left foot is slide it on the floor towards your big toe. As you're sliding it towards your big toe, keep that tension towards your big toe, and then we're gonna slowly bring our way up. And you're gonna bring that tension, keeping your toes straight, up towards your eyebrows. Slowly rotate towards the little toe, press down while rotating towards little toe. Slowly rotate towards big toe while trying to keep your foot flat. If your foot's flat, if you have a little bit of arch, try to press down on the gas is what we use in class a lot. All right, so slowly rotate up or press up. Rotate towards small pinky toe. Press down, and then we're gonna move on to the right leg. Slowly stick that foot out. make sure that you're holding onto your shin. Let's rotate towards or slide towards big toe. Press up towards big toe and up towards eyebrows. Rotate out to the side here towards small toe. Press down the whole time. I'm making sure that my toes aren't flexing or extending as I'm going through. They're just along for the ride. Slowly press down. And that's the 5 to 10 minute Kinstretch class, making sure that you're microdosing exercise throughout your day.